Hey everyone, Austin here, and thank you so much for all the people that showed up to our last Iron Sharpens Iron strategy session. And a lot of the questions that I had afterwards were due to the little clip, a bit of a video that we posted there on one of my market stats videos. And a lot of people were asking about InfoSparks, talked afterwards to some people and received some private messages about it as well. So I figured the best thing to do, I'm going to put together a really quick webinar, something that I can link to everyone. I'll put it up on our Facebook web forum and send it to the folks who reached out to me directly as well. Feel free to share it with other people in your office who might find value in this. But all I'm going to do is give a really quick intro, show you where it is, sort of what it is, and then you guys can play around with it. I'll dive a little bit deeper in some future videos and show you how I've implemented it with prospects, how I've implemented it with current customers to add value. A lot of things that you can do when you start digging into it. Of course, this is really great with your, your high C type people who are really into stats and things like that. But anyways, I'm going to shrink myself down here. Let's see, there I am. And go here. I've got MLS loaded up already. And see, I've got InfoSparks already right here. But if you need to find it, you click on Menu here. And this is the way that you're going to find all the things that you have access to. And where's my InfoSparks? Right here. So if you can highlight and unhighlight stuff, and you see how it adds up here. So that's how you can add different things to your menu up on the top here. And of course, at any time you can come back in here and find it there. All right, well, let's close that down and let's click on InfoSparks. And it takes us right here, and by default, your entire MLS is going to be highlighted, and it's going to be on a 3-year line graph. And so really, again, I just want to be really quick with this one and just show you the basics. So you can actually have up to 4 areas. And let's say you wanted Nocatee. There's Ponte Vedra Nocatee. And then you wanted to compare some specific neighborhoods within Nocatee. I'm going with the old school. Oops, what did I hit here? F11, no. Some of the old school neighborhoods. Oops. Sorry, Lewis, spelled Kelly wrong in Kelly Point. And so you can see how all these things are shaping up. You can create a longer line graph. And you can, as you move around, you can see all these plot points for the different things. For right now, for simplicity, I'm just going to cut this down. Let's just go to Greenleaf Village, my old stomping grounds, and just show you a few of the basics here. So as you're dialing these things in, of course, it's going to be very broad. And so I tend to leave this alone typically. I mean, as we know, like if you're looking at price per square foot on bigger things, price per square foot shrinks down, but we do that with size usually over here. Single family, if you're just looking for houses, you can't really go with detached or attached, but anyways, it's great tool here. New construction, previously owned, and then you can play with sizes here. You can play with custom, and this is just anything. You can do 2,500 to 3,000 if you want it to be super custom, and just click on that, and it'll give you just the stats for that. All sizes, if you only want to see 3 bedrooms or larger, you would click both these things. You can add with the plus. So these dots here are the things that it's just showing. And of course, you see it was around 2013 when things started selling in Greenleaf Village. What I'm typically using is bar graphs. I don't find the line graphs to be too helpful usually. So really with the bar graph, you can look at trends over 3 years. And you can also, if you just want to show your customers like 1 year at a time, or if you want to look at last month's stats, click 1 year, so let's show 2019. And then over here, you see you have the rolling average, so the months. So this is the average as of the end of August 2019. This is what the average was for the previous 12 months up through August 2019. So if you want the specific data remember we were talking about monthly stats. You want to know what August stats were, you're just going to go here to monthly. And on a line graph, that's going to like really give you really sharp edges here, right? Because it's just giving you the different things for every month. But on the bar graph, it's just going to give you August 2019's numbers. So here we have all the stats are just for August 2019. And if you want to compare different years, just open that up to the previous years. We'll do that another time. Because you can't really see down there, that should help. And you can click between median and an average. And so here's sales price, average sales price in Greenleaf Village, for instance, August 2019, 380,000. You can see how many new listings there are. I wonder if I do this while I'm recording, if you'll see it. Hopefully. New listings, there were 7 new listings that came on the market. You can see that there were 10 homes for sale. How many were pending, how many closed sales. You can check average and median days on the market. Months of supply. And the other price per square foot is the other thing you're going to be looking for. Quick tip, one of the things I do like to explain to people in videos or just in person, of course, is people with larger houses, their price per square foot tends to be less than people with smaller houses. That's really important because if you have a lot of small houses in that number and you have someone with a 3,800 square foot house in Greenleaf Village, 4,000 square foot house, and they're comparing to one of the houses in there with 1,900 square feet, they're going to wonder why you're not giving them the same value that you would give to the per square foot as the person with the 1,900 square foot. So they just have to understand that as the houses get larger, the price per square foot tends to get smaller. But anyways, hopefully that helps. Oh, one more thing. And then as far as sharing this with people, let's say I had a customer who was looking for this information. Let's go with average. It doesn't matter. Click share here. And then, so static. I prefer static because I want people to be a little bit dependent on me. I don't want to give them info that they can just keep going back by themselves all the time. I want them to email me again and say, hey, Austin, can you send me new stats? So I like to send the static info. But if you want, or if you want to put something on a website where people can access it on their own, you can click live, and then anytime they click that link, it's going to be the current month stats. Well, let's say we're in October, it would be September's stats, right? And then you can, of course, share it as a PDF. You can do a social media email. I'll show you that in just a second. You can do this. It will embed it into like the code, so you can stick it into a website or an email. This is just giving you the data, so you can plug it all into an Excel sheet or whatever. But typically, I'm going with the static social media email, and just like this. Whoops. I didn't mean to do that. Okay, let's see. Social media email, share, copy, paste it into an email and send it to someone. And then they get this. It has your name on it, has your contact on it, all this good stuff, and it has the stats. And of course, if you had added, let's see, versus Austin Park. And one thing just to note, as you add something new, it resets these values here. So you want to go back to comparing what you had before. Just click on that and it'll go back to your single family, previously owned, 3 or more bedrooms. You just, whatever one you add new, it just resets it. So just click back on your original one if you want your same settings. Easy to forget that. And then we've got this comparison here, and see last month that the price per square foot in Austin Park and Greenleaf Village was about the same. And then, of course, as you're looking to share that info, you can do it again you can do it as a PDF as well. And there you have it. If you have any specific questions on this, feel free to direct message me, call me, text me, whatever. Happy to help how I can. And I will do some tutorials on a couple ways that I've used this. And I would love, love, love to hear ways that you guys are using this. If you think of something that'd be super valuable to my customers, hey, we all just want to add value for everyone. Anyways, hope you keep coming out to our Iron Sharpens Irons meetings. Irons Sharpens Irons? Iron Sharpens Iron meetings. strategy sessions. I had a great time. Felt like a lot of great energy there, and looking forward to many, many more. All right, chat with you guys soon. And it'll take me a second to figure out how to stop this thing. There we go.